Right, I've had an exciting day here today. My brand new summer gloves have arrived in the mail. But before we get to them, I'd like to talk about my previous gloves that I wore in the summer. In fact, when I started, I wore them all year round. I'm not going to name the name of the manufacturer of these gloves because I think some people will take this video the wrong way and boycott them. And it's not a glove issue whatsoever, it's me. And I sweat heavily out of the hands. Almost all my sweating is done out of my hands, especially when I'm really, really hot. And they've quite actually disintegrated around my hands while I'm out riding. I noticed it on the way home from the toy run. I actually left it out of the video, but at one of the traffic lights, I just looked down and go, oh, I can see my thumb coming out of my glove here. And the leather's just parted ways. It's just had enough, and it's gone to glove heaven. And I first started to notice it going here in the bottom of the fingers, because these gloves were never a perfect fit. They're always a bit tight, and so I'll just put it on and show my fingers start a bit lower, so that was a stress point of the gloves, and that's where they split first. But it didn't bother me at first because I was like, it's just going to be an air hole. It's going to cool my hands down a little bit. But then they just started to wear out here, there, and everywhere, and I'm like, we can't ride in them anymore. They're just, the integrity's gone. If you did take a tumble, they're going to do absolutely nothing. And the other glove's worse. I've actually torn it a bit just to prove how the loss of protective quality is just completely gone. And they're definitely in glove heaven right now. You can see they've split right up the side there, and they've gone just almost in every area all at once. And so they're in glove heaven now, where nobody sweats inside of them and everybody's hand fits perfectly in glove heaven. I'm sure that's what happens. But these ones here have arrived in the mail, because when I was on the internet googling for what is the best glove to have in really hot climates and for heavy hand sweaters, and the answer kept coming back, SMX Air Carbon gloves. You've got to get them by Alpinestars. So these people that I've never met before and probably never will meet again, I've trusted them and bought them, and they've arrived right here, right now. And so I've bought the biggest size that they make, which is the 3XL, and just hopes that they fit alright. A little bit tight on the entry there, but I can get it in. And it's not too bad once I'm in there. It's pretty damn close to being spot on there. That's the bottom of my fingers there. Top's hit, but that feels nice and tight and snug. They're sort of like a pre-bent glove. I don't want to take away Anthony from RevZillaTV.com's job here, but yeah, very nice feel. We'll do them up. See this little bit of carbon fibre up the top here is sort of like detached from the rest of the glove. We see in the other one here, it's like completely detached, so it just floats and moves with your hand when you do this. That's really neat. I like that. Plenty of mesh here to get me a lot of airflow, which is what I need. They're red, so it matches my bike because I'm a bit vain and all. That's what I wanted. Little fingertip grippy bits here for mobile phone texters. You'll appreciate that if you ever get these. And some nice padding there. There's no padding here though. If you're going to go down hands first, that's going to hit as well, in my experience. Along here, they've left that out, but they probably don't agree with me, and maybe you don't either, but anyway. So there we have them. They're not overly endowed with protective stuff on them, but when you've got so much airflow, there's only so much you can do before you restrict that airflow, I guess. So it's not a bad compromise. So I'm quite happy here. And hey, this is Anthony from RevZillaTV.com, helping you watch, run, and decide. I might just steal his job. No, I'm happy. These are so far so good. Haven't been out anywhere. And we'll see how long they last for a heavy, profuse sweater such as myself.